Justin Bieber, the documentary. Never say never. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a long one, folks. Let's get my feelings on Justin Bieber out on the floor. I mean, you know, everybody's got an opinion on that cute little bunny rabbit. As an avid classic rock fan, I don't think there's any question on what I think of the quality of Justin Bieber's music, but besides that, I've thought about it recently, as he's been, you know, big spurts of him again, Saturday Night Live, blah, blah, Justin Bieber's everywhere, and I thought about it, and I don't hate him. I don't hate him. But what I do hate is kind of his music, yes, but his fans. Like, I just can't stand them. They're ridiculously annoying, and it's not because they like him that I dislike them. It's the reason I have a disdain for them is because they support this type of music. I mean, I don't blame Justin Bieber for getting tons of cash and a whole bunch of women loving him because, you know, he sings a couple of crappy songs. It's not that. The thing is, though, like, I can't blame him. Like, if I was in that position, I mean, hopefully I think that I would be able to, you know, generate somewhat better music, but I mean, that's besides the point. But it's just the fact that these people, if the audience was there for better music, because the audience, they're happy with this crap. If they demanded something good, then maybe, you know, Justin Bieber would be able to create good music that his fans could enjoy, and it was also quality for other people to enjoy. But who knows if that could actually happen, but I'm not going to hate on Justin Bieber for something he can't, or something I don't know if he can do. Moving on to his documentary, now, I just cringed every time I saw a trailer or a TV spot for this movie. I literally got up and ran out of a theater every time this trailer was played, just because I hated hearing people's reactions, like, oh my god, I can't wait. There's a couple people who booed. Good people. Just the way this movie is marketed is just ridiculous on so many levels. The thing I hate about it the most is the audacity that they have to make this seem like it's this rags to riches story. I even think they use that terminology. It's just total and utter bullshit in its highest form. They make it seem like, oh, he never stopped trying, he never stopped believing. He was like 12 years old when they started marketing the hell out of this kid and started plastering his face all over the place. By that point, I don't think a 12-year-old could know too much disappointment. Yes, there are exceptions. Yes, there are 12-year-olds who probably have really crappy lives, but I really don't think Justin Bieber is or was one. If they took away that ploy from the movie, I'd be able to hate it less. Not enjoy it more, but just kind of hate it less. Because I have a little tolerance for melodramatic bullshit, and this is just a fine example of it. Supplied with almost absolutely unbearable music, yeah, it even makes it worse. The movie's been actually getting somewhat positive, really decent reviews, and I can understand that from one point, and one point only. From a technical side, which is where certain rules of documentaries come into play. Enjoyment of a documentary solely rests in your interest in the subject matter. I could watch hundreds of Beatles documentaries, and I have, or for film, anything on Alfred Hitchcock, stuff like that, because I'm interested in it. Even if it's not, the technical aspects aren't amazing, I can still find myself interested in it. No matter how much of a technical and achievement a documentary has great editing, cinematography. Regardless, if you're not interested in the subject matter, well, then there's just no point in watching it. This movie has that. It actually, from a technical standpoint, it's very good. It's very well made, and I'll give it that. As a movie critic, I'll give it that. But, yet again, the subject matter, I honestly wouldn't mind if they took out all the melodramatic bull, left with this, you know, technically well-made film, and just the story of this kid. I mean, regardless if I actually like his music, he's a huge sensation, and, you know, it's kind of interesting in the smallest of ways to see how he got where he did, or just, you know, backstage stuff's always interesting to see what, I mean, I'm not gonna say, like, what people really like, because he probably is just as artificial there as he would be anywhere else. Not that I blame him, because if any part of media gets one thing on him, they slander the fuck out of him, because that's what happens with anybody popular, and I kind of feel bad for the kid in that respect. But I heard of people crying in the theater. Crying! Crying! It's not like a documentary of a famous person who, you know, winds up dying at the end and you get to that point like, oh, it's so sad. I could understand that, but he's like 16 or whatever, how old he is. There's no reason for you to be crying. And the explanations, because, I mean, I have Justin Bieber fans in the school that have already seen the movie, and I've heard, like, everybody's talking like, oh, she cried in the theater, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are you crying? This is in no way a sad movie. He's so cute! And I'll never be able to meet him in real life. I think the marketing of the movie just pisses me a lot more off than even the fact that this movie's about Justin Bieber. It's just a total bastardization of his fame. And it's just so symbolistic of being exploited so dearly for some money, and it's just cringe-inducing. I wouldn't even call this a review, because I'm not going into specific points and talking about the likes and dislikes of this movie, because I don't care. There was no way I was gonna like this movie. I can't even rate it. I can't, because for a technical point, this movie's good, but it's a documentary. I don't give a shit about it. It could have slightly interested me, but they totally ruined any interest for someone who's not a fan. And I don't know what the hell to rate this movie. Like, I am trying to be as fair as possible when it comes to this movie. Because I know people complain like, well, you don't even like Justin Bieber, so why would you expect to like this movie? Why would you expect? I'm speechless. I really am. I don't know how to sum up my feelings on this movie because I don't even see it as a movie. I really don't. But nothing I can say would dissuade people. Nothing I could say could stop his big fans from going to see this movie. Not that I would want to stop them. I'm not going to tell you not to go see this movie, because if you like him, who the fuck am I to tell you not to see a movie? So, and for people who aren't fans, you have been hating on this movie forever, like me. So, let's just stay in our separate corners and wait for something good to come along. It might be a while. Hi. Yeah. Emergency. Yeah. I need an ambulance. Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather not say. I'd like it if that information was not disclosed at this time. Okay. No, oh God. Alright. I may or may not have Bieber fever, alright? Yeah. Pretty bad. I was in my little sister's room, yeah, and I somehow I had managed for years not to ever hear an actual song of his. I know of him. I always thought he had a cute smile, but when I heard the song, it touched something in me that I didn't even know was there. And now I cry every time I hear a song by him. I hear him talk or smile or anything. When I hear his name, it's like the world's gonna be okay, and I just want it to go away. because I'm afraid of harassment from boys and stuff. I don't know how to go on. Tickets? To his Hell yeah! Oh yeah, I'll be right over.